Hello, dear listeners. A very happy morning and happy Friday. Welcome you all to the 20th episode of Divine Margazhi series, Thiruppavai Tales Unveiled Through Art and Music, presented to you by me, Srividhya Lakshminarayanan. Krishna does not promise a stormless sea, but he provides an unsinkable ship. Why am I making this statement? Or does Andar have anything to say related to this? Keep guessing while listening to this Pasuram in Senchurutti Raham Adithalam. Over to the recital.
முப்பத்து மூவர் அமரர்க்கு முன் சென்று கப்பம் தவிர்க்கும் கலியே துயிலழ முப்பத்து மூவர் அமரர்க்கு முன் சென்று கப்பம் தவிர்க்கும் கலியே துயிலழாய் செப்பமுடையாய் திரளுடைய செப்பமுடையாய் திரளுடையாய் தொயிலழாய் செப்பமுடையாய் திரளுடையாய் செற்றார்க்கு வெப்பம் கொடுக்கும் விமலா தொயிலழாய் வெப்பம் கொடுக்கும் விமலா தொயிலழ செப்பனமில் மூலை செவ்வாய் செய்து மருங்குல் நப்பினை நல்காய் திருவே துயிலழ செப்பனமில் முல்லை செவ்வாய் சிறு மருங்குல் நப்பினை நல்காய் திருவே துயிலழாய் உக்கமும் தட்டொழியும் தல்துள் மணாடனை ஊக்கமும் தட்டொழியும் தல்துள் மணாடனை இப்போதையுமை நீராட்டலோரியோ பாவர் இப்போதையுமை நீராட்டலோரியோ பாவர்.
That was a Thiruppavai in the Senchurutti Raham. This particular ragam is derived from the traditional folk music. If I have to say a popular composition in this ragam, Madumekum Kanna, if I say that, all of you will immediately relate to this ragam, right? Okay, now going on to the explanation for this pasuram. முப்பத்து மூவர் அமரர்க்கு முன் சென்று கப்பம் தவிர்க்கும் கரியே துயிலழாய். முப்பத்து மூவர் அமரர்க்கு. Now what is Andal trying to encompass in this particular line? She is hiding one story here. What story? Is that related to the quote that I shared in the beginning of this episode? Of course, it has relation to what story I am going to tell now. The very famous Gajendra Moksham. In the Trikuta Malai, there lived a giant elephant. And in the previous birth, it was Indradhumna who was cursed by Agastya Maharishi to be born as a giant elephant in the next Janma. Similarly, there lived a crocodile in the Trikuta Malai. This crocodile was also cursed by Agastya Muni in the previous Janma, and he was none other than the Gandharva named Huhu. And every day this giant elephant, without fail, would pluck flowers from the tree and would place it at the lotus feet of the Lord. One fine day when it was bathing, the crocodile clutched the leg of the elephant. The elephant was trying so hard to relieve its leg from the clutches of the crocodile, but it was unsuccessful and it was helpless totally. So, as a final resort, what did it do? It shouted, Adi Moolame, Adi Moolame. And when it shouted this way, all of the Devatas heard the pitiful cry of the elephant. First, Indra's wife Sati heard this and she went to Indra and said, There is an elephant which is crying for help and it is shouting as Adi Moolame, which is referring to you. Can you please go swiftful and help the elephant out? And Indra said, Am I Adi Moolam? Am I everything? I don't think so. That elephant is calling me. This call is not for me. So Indra unanswered the call of the elephant. And now Saraswati tells to Brahma that an elephant is calling you for help, calling you as Adi Moolam. And Brahma again says, I am not the Adi Moolam. He raises his hand. And now Parvati says to Shiva that, your devotee is calling you for help. Of course, Shiva says, I am the Moolam, but am I the Adi Moolam? In the sense, do I not possess right over anything? Am I the Adi Moolam? I don't think so. And finally, Mahalakshmi says to Mahavishnu, who is lying on the Adisesha, that your devotee is crying for your help and you have to go and relieve him from all the pain. You have to give him salvation. So Mahavishnu rushes to help the elephant. And why does Andal say Muppattu Moovar Amararkku mun sendru? Why does she say that number Muppattu Moovar Amararkku? Now Mahavishnu came before the Dwadasha Aditya, Ashtavasukkal, Ashtavasus, Ekadasha Rudras, Ashwini Kumarargal. Now, what is the number? Ashwini Kumaras, 2 we know. Ekadasha Rudra, referring to the 11 Rudras. Ashtavasukkal, 8 Vasukkal. And Dwadasha Aditya, 12 sons. Right? We can refer to that. Same thing if you actually see in classical music, the Medakarta system, if we see that every chakram number, it is named as, given here. The 12th chakra is called as Aditya and the 11th chakra is called as Rudra, Ekadasha Rudra. It is interesting to, relate both these things. Of course, when you add them up, 2 plus 8 plus 11 plus 12 comes to 33. So, before all the 33, Vargangal or the 33 Devatas coming to rescue the elephant, Mahavishnu comes before. Muppattu Moovar Amararkku mun sendru. He is the one who comes first to rescue his dearest devotee. Kappam Tavirkum Kaliye Tuilalai. And you are the one, who destroys all the sufferings of your devotees, of his devotees. The same is said by Annamaya in his Kriti, Garuda Gamana Garudatvaja Narahari Namo Namo. And Dikshitar also says this particular, quotes this particular incident in his Kriti, Gajendra Samrakshanam, Garuda Vaha Vichakshanam. In the Shanka Chakra Gada Kriti, set to Purna Chandrika Raham. That's a composition of Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar. Going on to the next line. Cheppamudayai, Tirarudayai, Setrarku, Veppam Kudukkum Vimana Tuilarai. Seppamudayai, Tirarudayai. One with the Tejas, one with all the talent, valor, strength. Setrarku Veppam Kudukkum Vimala. one who is very tough when it comes to punishing, punishing people who are involved in doing evil deeds. Whenever there is adharma, I will be born, to establish dharma. Sambhavami yuge yuge. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaye sambhavami yuge yuge. So this particular verse that we hear in the Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam, Andal is putting that in one particular phrase. Setrarku veppam kodukkum vimala tuilarai. Now she is pleading to Lord Krishna, praising him simultaneously. And if you see the end word that is used in each of these lines, it is tuilarai, right? Vimala. Now, why does she refer to Vimala? Vimal or Vimala means one who is pure-hearted, as clean as possible, as pure as white, one who has not done any mistakes. So Setrarku veppam kodukkum vimala tuilarai. So when one word is so strong, puts another word that mellows down the tone of the particular word. Setrarku veppam kodukkum vimala tuilarai. செப்பென மென்முலை செவ்வாய் சிறுமருங்குள் நப்பின்னை நங்காய் திருவே துயிலழாய். Now again she is describing Nappinai, we can say. Seppena menmulai, one with very stern, stable breasts. Sevvai, she is referring to the rosy lips of Nappinai. Sirumarunkul, one with very small, beautiful hips. Nappinai nangai. She is referring to the Nappinai. She is describing Nappinai over here. Seppena menmulai, because in the previous Pasuram as well, we have seen Andal being disappointed that Nappinai is not allowing Krishna to wake up, and Krishna is happily resting on the breast or the chest of Nappinai. Kottalar Pungural Nappinai Kungai Mel Vethi Kidanta Malar Barba. The same thing is what slightly she is touching upon in this Pasuram as well. Seppena Menmulai Sevvai Sirumarunkul Nappinai Nangai. She is telling, O Bhagavati, O Sita, O Rukmani, O Mahalakshmi, you are everyone. You have taken all these forms, and Nappinai refers to all these goddesses, Bhagavati, Sita, Rukmani, Mahalakshmi. So in one word she says Thiruve Tuilarai. Now she is asking Nappinai to wake up first. Why? Because in previous Pasuram, Nappinai is not allowing Krishna to wake up. Now what she is telling is, you please wake up so that you can wake Krishna up. Right? So it is like a cycle that Andal is pleading, we can say. Ukkamum tattoliyum tandun manalane. Now how you should wake up. First you wake up, and then how you should wake up Sri Krishna. Ukkamum tattoliyum tandu un manalane ippode emmai neeraatelor empavai. Now if you actually see during Visu, right? So when we wake up, during the Tamil New Year's Day, I can say that way, or during Visu, the first thing that we do is to look into the mirror, right? So see, selfie has been introduced long before itself. It's not something that's pretty new, to this age. Fine. So that time, so we wake up seeing our face in the mirror. So that is an auspicious thing, or we can say that's a part of the ritual for that particular day. Same way, you also bring a mirror and you wake up Krishna asking him to see his face in that mirror, like how we do during Visu. So we can relate it that way. Ukkamum tattuliyum tandu un manalale. And immediately doing this, you open the door. So when Krishna is ready, you are ready, you open the door, and what we'll get is Arul Male. Right? Ippode emmai neeraatelor empavai. And we are all ready to get drenched in your blessings. Not just Krishna's blessing, but your blessing as well. Nappinai's blessing as well. So this Pasuram is a special one highlighting Gajendra Moksham, which is considered as a story which delineates that if you have focused devotion towards the Lord will come immediately to your rescue without any second thought. Krishna does not promise a stormless sea, meaning all of us will have struggles to face in our life. At every point, every stage in our life, we'll have to face lot of hardships, but he will not he will rescue us from all those struggles, and he will not allow us to sink in those troubles. And what does he do for that? He provides an unsinkable ship, or he himself becomes the Parthasarathi of the ship, or the captain of the ship. On that positive note, we have arrived to the end of this episode. Hope you all enjoyed and cherished the Gajendra Moksham story, as it's a very popular one and all of you must be already knowing it. I'm also grateful and happy to have highlighted it as part of my series once again. So, signing off for today. Have a beautiful Friday, everyone. Goodbye.